A warning. Warning. If you hear something that makes you upset on the broadcast, true, opinion, or otherwise, you are free to sign off or go to another channel. If you can't, please contact the displayed number below to seek help. Trolling and hate watching is more serious than you think. Now back to our scheduled broadcast.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I see the screen moving. Uh, can you guys hear me now? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh shit. Oh man. Like I had to go into computer settings. We don't give up hope. We don't give up, we win. Oh god. Yeah, okay, so how you guys doing today? I'll shout you guys out in the chat. I also shout out the memberships because you deserve it. And we will get this mother sucker started. Let's make sure this is the right slideshow. Yeah, definitely that. So, but let me call out the members first, and I'm going to explain this in just a second. But yeah, it's good to see you guys here. For the replay gang, please hit like when you are listening. But as far as you other guys, the ones that are here right now or coming through in a minute or whatever, please hit that like button. We got to do some stuff for the algorithm here. Uh, we have a chance. We have a slight chance to slip on through and maintain our position as far as the this little thing we got called freedom of speech, depending on how you perceive things. Let me go ahead and go through these comments real quick. Oh yeah, I said I go through the memberships first. Uh, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here. All right. Yeah, where's the list? I used to be able to find this. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. There it is. So we got Greg, got Aaron P, Phil Brad, Mordecus, Indigo Flow, D Rock Den, American Negro News, Barry Little, Yamcha 11, Black Pearl, Revelator, The Spirit of Variance, The Builder's Table, Detroit 313, and A Sower of Seed. Well, Detroit 313, my bad. Uh, so, all right, so let's go through these comments. Phil Brad, the historic early bird. So, salute to you, my brother. Let's see. See, we had RPM was good. Uh, Revelator, the spirit of variance is here. Double shout out. Blue Marvel 9 says brutally honest in the chat. Peace and many blessings of life, love, truth be upon y'all. Here's one thing I want you guys to understand. This is just something I'm saying, just for clarity purposes. Brutally honest is not meant to be like rude, but it is meant to be straightforward. So hold on one second. One second. I know you guys have been super patient with me. I appreciate that. All right. We are in this mother piece. So Angela C, always good to see you. Just gonna say it anyway. Come on, man. All right. So D Rock Den is in the building, everyone. So Black Pearl, what's good? What's good? We are here. So we are here. We are all here. So we're gonna explain a couple things first. I did something else probably a little ill advised. They just started selling these around the corner at the corner store. I guess I can call it a corner store. Uh, so I just like slammed two of these because fuck it, why not? So for anyone who is looking at the screen properly, at the bottom it says 5 milligrams of THC and 5 milligrams of CBD. So I don't really do CBD like that. I don't care, but it's like I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see how this goes tonight. And let's see. All right, cool. So uh, explain a few things about arrogance and projections. I don't know. In my effort to continue to try to avoid being the "What's Wrong with Black People" channel, I just rather, you know, I just rather talk to you guys about the consistent mentality and the belief that we can't get out of this. I mean, we can get out of it on our own in our personal lives, but some of us ain't gonna be able to ascend, transcend. And it's just not gonna happen. Uh, Many of us are gonna go with the failure model, which, by the way, no one has a problem speaking of this, especially when it comes to the leadership and direction that black men give and that black men have been known for. Now there might be a bit of, you know, there might be a bit of sarcasm to that remark, but respect the game. The community goes through the men, so I mean, just that's understood. It's just that the community without the men, that's not gonna happen. I mean, not in the current state of the world. It is something that we shouldn't mind doing, but self preservation first. It is 2024, and understand this: there are plenty of people who have the arrogance and the audacity to believe that they can, that they can navigate through life so fucked up. That's not what I meant to say, but tried to. That wasn't a smooth landing, but we're here. We're here. We'll see where we're at in a couple of hours. Yeah, I've been up since like 4 o'clock this morning. Yeah, so this might be a challenge. This might be a challenge. This won't be a crash out. I'm not going to let anyone steal my joy. I mean, but there are some things to think about. But joy, don't the context of the word joy. Um, that's just something we used to say when I was growing up in Montgomery, Alabama. Well, something my mother used to say to me: "Don't let anyone steal your joy." And then, like, there'd be a few other people in my life that would say that. So, and I know joy is used in a very political way, and it's not necessarily a good thing. For any of you that are studied, that are capable of telling me more about that than I'm telling who's ever watching right now. Sounds delicious, lol. Yeah, I mean, they're not the best tasting things, but since I know it's content, it gives it purpose. Otherwise, I'd be drinking water. Like I drink mostly water anyway, so um, I don't be craving like sugary drinks and such. But since it contains THC, we'll see what happens. We will find out. Jake Zero, what's good? Black men are sarcastically watching America still being a burning house. Man, ain't no burning house. I don't stay in no burning house. Like, I mean, if you're talking about in the context of America, uh, something so shocking happened that things might just get better. I mean, I'm not being one of those guys. Kevin, have you gone Republican? No, not necessarily. But yeah, so that image up there is just to be funny. That's just not funny as in ha ha he he. Yeah, look, I had some shit out, some images I was fucking with, Uh the background is AI, but the others are real images. And here's the one thing that all of these people are guilty of, sans the AI image, because that's not real. So if that's not enough clarity for you, I don't know what the fuck can do. Um, these people is that Leslie Jones? No, that is Nikki Giovanni. And I got something to say about Nikki Giovanni. And it's not going to be anywhere. It's not going to be like celebrating anyone's death or anything like that. Who does that kind of thing. But yeah, she recently passed away. And for anyone who knows who she is, yeah, I will, you know, offer more clarity. Now, I'm not going to put so much emphasis on Lucas. This the guy to the extreme right. Obama is the most famous figure on this image. And lay your head on my shoulder. I don't know. I just don't like the guy. I mean, serious. Like, but we're not going to focus on him. It's just like I had this in my phone and I just decided to put this together. But when you attack black men, it is supposed to provoke at least one of us. I mean, shit. I know most. I don't speak for black men. I can only speak for me. That's for damn sure. I don't speak for any other content creator. And I just can only speak for me. And for guys like this on the screen, they believe that they can speak for you. They believe that they are better than you. And I want you guys to know that you don't have to give a fuck about it. It's I'm pretty much to the point where if you guys are gonna give a fuck one day and just make this into our own big ass adventure, then hey, I'm with you. Let's make this a fun thing. Let's make this a party every time somebody gets in alive. But we gotta iron some wrinkles out. Period. So I'm just letting you know what you got to deal with. This is the kind of thing that feeds the opposition, or if such opposition exists. I don't spend my waking nights worried about this shit. I sleep okay to pretty good. Speaking the way I speak, people be like, oh my god, oh, how do you sleep at night? I was like this, just like that. So, all right, what song? What song will I speak to? Uh, uh, there we go. All right, America breaking down socially, culturally, and politically. So I mean, like, say all of that was happening. Say all of that is actually true. Is your choice to stay afloat is going to be all our choice. I don't think it's going to be something that's that difficult. The gloom and doom scenarios right now. I don't know. I've just heard enough of them on YouTube platforms to the point where I'm just like, damn, it's been gloom and doom scenarios for me since like 1991. I mean, when I was younger, yeah, I think I was 13, 14, but it was always gloom and doom scenarios. They went from scaring the shit out of me to at this age, oh well. America's breaking down social. Like, yeah, the wokeism is in. Everybody is like going in on these folks, and to say that has nothing to do with the regime change would be very ignorant. Background AI was Leslie. No, I asked for, and this is going to sound really straightforward and probably a bit misogynistic, but I asked for angry black woman yelling. Angry black women yelling. That's what I asked for. And that's what it gave me. If y'all talking about Leslie Jones, yeah, that does kind of look like Leslie Jones. But just the like it's like a Leslie Jones light. I've had a conversation about Leslie Jones saying that men don't get harder. Oh God. Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones talking about men don't get hard around her. I was like, okay, I got a pretty good idea why that's but her version of it is they're just not men anymore. I was like, nah, I don't know. Take a look at Instagram, but just no, just a suggestion. But you know, you can have there might be a guy in the chat right now that will probably splack those hams for, Cortez Smith, bruh. And even AI knew to put Leslie Jones looking like you can't make this up. Cortez Smith, Mordecus was good, the amazing mucus. He trying to like become the male CG, Wigatron, who was originally in this, but I decided not to give it any power. Fellas, looks like Leslie look like something crawled. God damn, you're pretty straightforward with it. You look like you crawled out of a fucking toilet. And then, just the icing on the cake, bitch. Man, she be trying to fight me, man. Like, oh man, I bet she got hands too. I bet you Leslie Jones got hands. Big, you and me. All right. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power is in the building. Said Big Brother Kev. Shout out to you. Shout out to you as well. Yeah. Yeah. You heard ABC. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're going after those guys for saying all that crazy shit. And it's like, if it's not true, you shouldn't be saying it. Period. You definitely should be held accountable. Like just like if I were spreading falsehoods about people, then I should be held accountable. You better you better hold me accountable. As a matter of fact, it is what it is. I mean, this is very ruthless territory here on YouTube. Feel rat. Leslie Jones eats on a hot dog bun with chili and fucking cheese. Yeah, that caught my daughter's code. Yeah, she brought it in the house, gave it to my wife, and gave it to me. Jeez. The child code is the worst. It's the worst. When it comes from a child, it's like a new strain. It's like and it's like it's ridiculous. Brandon Banks spent 20 years in prison till they found out he was innocent. Missed his potential NFL career. Yeah, man, it's hard, man. Like when we have these conversations, we do understand there are situations like that. Just warn the younger guy that comes up, hey, don't get caught up, man. Don't get caught up, man. Think with your head above your shoulders. It's so easy to let me tell y'all something. We do send a message to our youth that we have to give them that rite of passage because the other way is just uh how people would put it, cornball ish. Say the guy who has sex with women versus the guy who doesn't have sex with women. And you can see examples on YouTube in spaces in YouTube, and when it refers to a certain group of guys, whether however you want to interpret that. Like if you were listening and you think I'm talking about the incels, you know, well, you go ahead and think that if some of you are, over there, just like a guy that showed up what last week or the week before from the beef sector. If you think I'm talking about the beef sector, no, I'm good on beef sector. I mean, for anybody who said, "Man, you don't want none, man," no, I don't want none. I mean, like I can't handle it, but I'm old. Why would I want to sit there and argue all day? Call you a bitch and call you call your whole family a bitch because that's all it does. That's all y'all do over there, docs. Send pizzas to folks' houses and shit. Like, I ain't got time for that. But no. But if you think it, then we Thanos snap our realities here in the black community. Whatever we believe is happening, that's what it is. It is happening. That's what the case is. But I mean, life is unfair, bro. Hybrid life is unfair. That's true. But I'm flash it real quick. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So Barack Obama, we know. I ain't got to sit there and talk about it again, because we know who he was talking about when he said the brothers. That other douchebag to the extreme right. No, not really. I'm just letting you know he regularly attacks black men and black men podcasts. And that shouldn't be happening via another black man. Sorry. As he mixed with northern, southern, California. What is he? But okay, and that other guy, like I said, it was just a cut out of my phone. I thought it was funny. May not be funny to some of you out there. So what? Hey, the audacity of hope. Yeah, and supposedly we don't like hoking. I mean hope. Y'all like hoes, don't know. I ain't too worried about that. Obama recently had a meltdown. When I mean, everybody's having meltdowns because they think the world is in trouble. Like I don't believe it. I think we're gonna be okay, just like any other time period. Like I said, gloom and doom scenarios. Shoot, the world was supposed to end in like 1995, something like that. 19 then there was another one that was 1998. Shit. Crazy thing is what a woman deemed as sexual harassment tend to be. Not in a lot of situations, especially if she's not attracted to you. Man, look, that's a very dynamic conversation. Maybe I have it one day, when we can have our the so-called quote unquote freedom of speech. Y2K, remember that? Yeah, we're supposed to reset all the computers. And guess what happened? We got Netflix. we we got Netflix. First it was Y2K and then it was Netflix. Yeah, I remember that. I had a whole bottle of Andre. I don't know if anybody what y'all know about that Andre, that champagne. I had like New Year's Eve, a whole bottle of Andre and Knockout Kings on the PlayStation. And when nothing happened, I went to sleep for about 3 hours and got back up and started playing the game again. But anyway, during the election, when he said, "Don't make me get Michelle," that was a way to scare black men. Yeah, we should have been scared. I mean, according to some of y'all uncles and fathers out there, we should be scared. That's not a projection. Yeah, but most of the crap that I hear about black men is most of it, like not some of it, most of it. Shoot, upon learning where y'all getting all these damn narratives from, niggas love the TV. Minister Jack works for the Gynocracy Zoo. He wants to keep black men on the plantation. Okay, yeah, figured figured I wasn't wrong all the way. And no, this is not a clout chase. I didn't tag anybody. I'm just talking to you guys about it. But hey, this is the smoke show. So anybody want? I ain't saying anybody want to step up because it's pretty obvious. Like that's far and away to think about. Just think about building the show and making better decisions for the channel. Man, I should have got me a bottle of water. Shit. I don't want to make y'all wait again. So, don't make Big Mama mad. You damn right. Don't make your mama mad. You vote Democrat and you take care of someone else's kid. Shoot. That's what Big Mama want. Let's get ready to rumble and fight night. Oh yeah. Shoot. We'll get ready to rumble. That was on a Dreamcast, wasn't it? Something like that. People scared of Y2K. Me while I'm watching Y2J. Yeah. Yeah, didn't they do like some New Year's like I think WWE did a New Year's Eve special involving him for the year 2000. Okay, but yeah. So let me talk about Nikki Giovanni for a second. And like I said, this is not a I'll talk about that in a second. Thanks for bringing that up. Nikki Giovanni. Look, I want to ask you guys a question for those of you who know who Nikki Giovanni is. And, Judge Joe Brown had a lot to say about her. Not that I'm supposed, believe some old guy. Like I'm supposed to believe some old guy when he said something. But I mean, I don't think he would have any reason to lie. I mean, we all saw that one conversation between her and James Baldwin, which I'm not here to complain about. But the thing is, with these people and these figures, we're so easily pulled in and influenced, and the naivety is alarming. These people have been put here with a purpose. It's like the second that it gets published on a white platform, which would happen a lot back then, that this person was this and this person was that, we just bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. It would happen back then. They call this woman a civil rights activist. Are you serious? What did she do? I mean, she wrote poems. She did speaking tours telling women not to get married because it was slavery. Oh, serious. So I'm not saying that she should burn with the man downstairs or something like that. Not I ain't had time to sit there and dance on this woman's grave or spit on her memory. Like some black men get that treatment by black women. We know that, but I'm not crying for her either. You know what? Once you understand once you understand who these people are, it's like you a nigga to me. At the end of the day, you may have the vagina, but shit, you worked against us. I'll say this to any man working against us, not the ones y'all think though. Well, at least some of you out there. I ain't gonna lie, I really need a bottle of water, but I don't want to leave the mic. Shit. Let's see. Okay. Hey, listen. Look, guys. I gotta get me a bottle of water. I'll be back real quick. Hold on one second. Let me. Shoot, I should have came here more prepared. My apologies to you guys. Okay. Let me type this out right here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Damn. Okay. All right. Just a moment. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Okay. That's a little better. Shoot. Let's see here. Like I said, if you're here, hit the like button. If you're dipping in and out, hit the like button as well. Uh, but yeah, I did hear about the Caitlin Clark situation. I'm not going to be one of these that, I'm not going to be one of these defender guys, but I'm just going to explain it in the most truthful way that I can. We as a people on social media, from what I saw, as far as it went with Caitlin Clark, uh, there was a lot of whining, to say the least. It was a lot of crying. And I hate to knock down our people like this over a white girl, because I don't do the, like I told y'all about just about any situation. I don't do the that poor white woman bullshit that a lot of people do. But I will say this in reference to what hybrid catastrophic impact X 83rd power uh it said about Caitlin Clark. I do understand that I do understand that Caitlin Clark said that she gives credit to the black women that came before her. The ones that paved the way. And there's a lot of people that said that she bent the knee, that she gave in. And I watched the questioning, and then I watched the way she answered the question. Like it was a leading question. Yeah, it was a B dub that asked her a question. The question. I don't recall the name right now, but the way she asked the question was the way Caitlin Clark answered it. Like it was almost verbatim. Like she and well, my belief that it was an awkward moment, because it was like the interviewer was calling her out. Like they needed that validation. Like she needed that recognition for black women. And I thought it was like I was like, I see what's going on here. To say she bent the knee, but the backlash really didn't come in with the people, because there were people that were scoffing at what she said. Because I agree with it to an extent. Is like she was badgered so much. People constantly saying that. Uh, People constantly saying that she has white privilege in a league full of black folks. Which is hilarious. A league full of black folks, subsidized by black men, and she has white privilege. Here's the thing, and people can't tell you enough. When you draw, money, but people are willing to spend money to see you play. That's not black folks' fault. I mean, it is, you have to draw money in order to make money. When I say it's not black folks' fault, what I meant was is like it's not black folks' fault that she's receiving validation from her own people. And the fact that she gave in, yeah, there's some people out there with some racist mentality that are upset that she gave the props to black women, but it ain't too many of them. The fact that she gave in as a person, at least I come from a generation where athletes stood 10 toes down, and she's a young person. She's a young person. She's young, so I look at it differently than you know others look at it. But that's the way I approach the situation. I've not or have ever been mad with Caitlin Clark on anything. I hear all these other little dudes crying about it, pandering to the sisterhood. When they speak of her, and the thing is, her fan base will go at the people that was doing it, and then like you can't start a fight and then whine and cry about her fan base. I mean, her not setting her fan base straight. You should tell them not to say all that stuff. Her fan base is annoying. No, you're annoying. Talk about black excellence. Talk about black love in a way that is not virtue signaling. Why are you worried about Caitlin Clark? But but the optics immediately was that she kind of gave in. She gave in. It looked to me like an awkward moment. And I'm more so the person is that what would I've done in a situation like that when someone is asking for props? I'll probably be like sure and then just move on. I'm always kind of apprehensive about stuff. I don't just immediately give in. But of course, I'm old, so it's like fuck it with me. You know, I'm not gonna give in now. Who knows what I was did if I was 21 or 22 or 23? I'm in a prominent position, but I always kind of sort of wanted to be the heel character, and you also got to understand that people like her are a product of a very sensitive generation. We live in not only that, but we live in the you can't say nothing back generation. The we can talk about you, but you can't talk about us generation. There's all examples of all of that in this situation with Caitlin Clark. In this whole Caitlin Clark thing, this is probably my second time ever speaking on it. I've never really spoke on Angel Reese, and Angel Reese she's the first definition of a pick me, the first definition, not the definition that we use today. You know, they turn the positive into a negative with that. A pick me is basically, not the classic definition. Not, basically when you calling somebody a pick me, you're calling them a nigger lover, but not that context. The first time I ever heard the word pick me was a person that was kind of like a person that raised their hand, they volunteer for everything. Hey, pick me, I got it, pick me. You know, I want the attention too. That's kind of how I feel about Angel Reese. I mean, but hey, much success to her. Much success. I ain't mad. I ain't gonna be mad at her enough to, not want her to be successful. That's craziness when you do that to somebody. Aaron P was good. Detroit 313. It's a CNN interview. That means it was scripted. Yeah. Caitlin Clark needs to go on a podcast. Let her go on Joe Rogan. Well, they hate Joe Rogan now. They hate all the former Democrats. Like they talk about them like they never knew him. Like it's wow. Yeah, CNN. And I'm loving that people are finally starting to wake up to that. All of that shit scripted. There's some chubby motherfucker in a office in a high floor of the building, handing down orders on what to say. Hey, we're gonna get these talking points, and this is what this focus group says. It's gonna work, and then it doesn't. And it should have been obvious. It should have been obvious to anybody. But we have a chat, a membership chat. So, Kev, what do you think of the Teaching Chuck podcast? I saw a content creator that was talking about that, basically saying that red pill content, some negative about red pill content. That's the extent of my knowledge on that. It's whatever. It's become trendy to bash the red pill. So and who knows the motivation? Who knows the motivation? Are they trying to look cool? Make sure the ladies approve of them. That content creator you mentioned, Detroit 313, he's married, so there's no reason for him to do that based on what I just said. But there are a lot of guys that I see on social media that bash the red pill. I'm talking about males. I could care less what the women say. Women aren't going to support anything that is not advantageous to them. So, there's that. But when you see guys do it, it's like extra. It gives them kind of a feminine look, I would say. Not anything that's real feminine. I'm talking about like pseudo ugly transformer feminism, like like that yuck shit. But it's not good for a guy to have feminine traits. And I'm not saying that about that particular content creator we just mentioned. I'm not saying that about him. It's like, who knows what, maybe he feels as if he's standing on something. Which anybody and everybody in this space, in these spaces, that we're allowed to say whatever we want. We were allowed to do. But, it seems like when I say that, oh yeah, black men are easy to attack, you niggas have hopped on the bandwagon. People start reacting like, I'm saying that black men are perfect, that we can do no wrong, that nobody shouldn't say anything to us, and which I have always viewed that as a scapegoat. The fact of the matter is, we are a very arrogant people. We don't see the reality of things. We don't see what we're doing ourselves. All I'm saying is a lot of. I'm not saying that black men are perfect. Yeah, black men should be held accountable when we do fucked up shit. But it just seems like to me the red pill bashing is getting trendy. That's it. Call me whatever, but if it isn't true, I know how to defend it. Defend against it. But oh man, Detroit 313 said, I was on Sub-Zero chat and Chuck said it's a sin for black men but married outside his race and men created feminism. Black men must marry black women no matter what. No, although we have a weaker set of men that perpetuate feminism. There was a man that came up with the name of feminism, but the uh, concept itself came from Wilhelmina Drucker. It wasn't from Marie Stewart. Marie Stewart wrote a blueprint for women's rights, but uh, feminism is a European concept. It's literally a European concept. Like I would give it the full name of Eurofeminism. It just looks weird when I see black people apply it, and it's super weird when men apply it. You know, men like FD Signifier. I can't watch FD Signifier because it's like I don't know. It's gross. It's gross to watch a man act like a feminist. So Chuck, who's Chuck? I don't know who Chuck is, but I suggest Chuck. My suggestion to Chuck is stop dick policing. Black men must marry black women no matter what. Well, we since we are the ones that choose, we have to deem them worthy. And, good luck with that, single guys. I'm out of that game. Uh, uh, teach him Chuck. Oh, it's teach him Chuck. Oh, he went. Okay. He's a up and comer. Oh, and he was in Sub Zero's chat saying that shit. I mean, I would like to speak. I would like to speak with him and see why he would say some shit like that. Like, I mean, I advocate for my people. Excuse me. I advocate for my people to succeed, but the way we have gone about things in the past at least 3 or 4 decades, I mean, I understand why it happens. I understand why there, and if people like both Teach 'em Chuck and Sub Zero are unwilling to hold that element of our community accountable, the ones that the ones that punish our intelligentsia, even when they see it when they're younger, like calling, smart black guys nerds, shit like that, bully guys like that. This dude think he better than us. When he said when the guy says a complete sentence, they say he talked like a white boy, which I will always believe is somehow an effect of racism. I know we don't like to talk about racism, but when the white dude comes in and starts calling himself acting black, when the nerd sees that guy getting treated better by his own people than him, it does something to him. Shoot, dudes like that, I don't. If he was like that Balthazar dude in Africa, he was just knocking white girls down left and right, I wouldn't care. But some of you crying ass niggas would. Sounds like Chuck is one of them. If he said man created feminism, a man coined the word. He coined the word. But but like I said, Wilhelmina Drucker came up with the concept. Anne Marie Stewart wrote I think it was Anne Marie Stewart, or it was either Anne Marie Stewart or Marie Stewart. Marie Stewart, whoever, she wrote the blueprint for women's rights, which was pilfered by Elizabeth Cady Stanton, who piggybacked off the abolitionist movement that was led by Frederick Douglass. So, but feminism itself, trying to switch, uh, trying to switch society into a matriarchy, basically. Something that Nikki Giovanni preached, which I'm not gonna cry for. I'm not gonna say I miss her and all this other shit. All I saw was a conversation with James Baldwin. Teach him Chuck. Called Malcolm X and Marx. Why? Because Malcolm X said that uh Democratic vote, black Democrats were puppeted. But here we go. Yeah, thank you for those super chats. Thank you for the support. Sub-Zero's the first dude I met in this space from Alabama. Unfortunately, I would say he's married. It's kind of hard for me to kind of approach that with that thought process. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. He was saying if men want to pull black women, we should work out, get 8-packs, not 6-packs. He said 8-packs. You know, I don't know. I'm not. I'll let the woman be the judge of that. I'm not gonna say what men should do. I believe men, you should do some push-ups and you should do push-ups, drink water. If you're going to require a woman to not have a big back, then you need to be one of those guys that's doing something on your own. Unless you got money out the wazoo, that's how you eliminate that. But unfortunately, but if you are a guy with at least a personality and you can crack a few jokes, you be okay. I don't understand why he knows Malcolm X and Marxist just because he had daughters, man. Why are black men with daughters, black dads with daughters? Why are we an enemy to black men? Like, why are we perceived as an enemy by some black men? I say that. I don't get it. It's like I want to see black men succeed. He's afraid of Trump after the shoot. I can have a conversation with him. He's afraid of Trump. Like, I don't know. I guess he does what he's told. I mean, it said 8-packs. No black men. You don't need an 8-pack. What he's talking about is the Instagram model. That's what he's talking about. And even then, I mean, it's the men who are millionaires that get those chicks. The millionaires, they could be like starter millionaires. The key word millionaire. And if he looks like a mini me clone of George Lopez, they will still fuck that dude. They will still fuck that dude. So, like, I don't know why. Unless that's some type of projection, maybe he likes dudes with 8-packs. Like I said, I like for the women to be the judge of it. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be one of these guys that, constantly say, all they want is Pookie. All they want is a guy with he's got to have the 3 6s, the 6-pack, the 6 feet, and then they'll say some gay shit like at least 6 inches. Like, the fuck. Like, I let the woman be the judge of whatever. That is what has gotten me through a lot of situations, and I remain confident. Shoot. Don't if you going around thinking you ugly, you just gonna be ugly. That's just all there is to it. Shoot, we got Ebo Sosa in the building. I always wanted that too. I have daughters, so and oh God. do they give you the side eye? No, I'm just playing. Yeah, man. Just as long as we're raising our children right, there should be no problems. The so-called Pookie thing proves black women don't care about the height and other sexes. The men, they had kids. Yeah. Unless they're an Instagram model. Then they get the rich ones that look the same fucking way. Little byproduct. That's what they call that dude. Little byproduct. But he does the money phone thing. So women don't want dudes with all those muscles. I'm going based on who they choose. So believes in working too hard. As a man, you should believe in working. You gotta work for yours. That is the inevitability of life. But I get it. I get what you're saying about him. It's like what it is it's kind of like I would say it is virtue signaling, but for what he says about his own life, I believe he can back it up. And I try not to come up here and feel myself too much. Like, yeah, man, shit. I was almost 6 feet myself. Like, I still feel pretty good though. Like, I mean, it cool, but it's whatever. I don't believe you guys want to hear me talk about that all day. If I need to give you a reason to respect me, then I don't know. If you feel that way on the other side, maybe you shouldn't be on this channel. Separation in black society. Only time for unity is marriage coach, marriage structure only, plus build a system within a system for survival mode, self-preservation, preparation. I know what you were saying. And structure for progress, success, and discipline for building. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. You're saying a lot, but as long as you get from point A to point B without fucking yourself up, basically, that's what he's saying. Yeah, President 48, United States. And man, looking to the next president. And IG models still get so-called pookies, LOL, just rich ones. Yeah, them OnlyFans chicks too. They be getting them all of them. Motherfucker, like one thing I do see from that archetype is unbridled confidence. If you have confidence, it can get you in many places in life, including the draws. Fortunately, we got you in grown man business, LOL. Yeah, how that brother doing? That's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. He's a man's man. Shout out to that brother. And Book Alpha running me. He's from Alabama too. The grown man business told me that. Cortez Smith, that man with daughters are either super simps or red pill, but now put some thought to it, you might be right. So I can never understand the issue with interracial for black men. Yeah, I always saw it as kind of a conquest if you want to put it in the context of racism. Because supposedly somebody that don't like you for your skin color is fucking you. But somehow we twist up the narrative that somehow black men are putting white women on a pedestal. That's not a conquest. Nigga, it's a conquest. You're the man in the situation. I can never understand an issue with interracial for black men is problem, but yet wants you to marry the same black feminist advocating for extinction. Yeah, that's some Dr. Umar shit. Every time I see Dr. Umar do a video telling somebody to stay away from the snow bunnies, he was in Manchester and he said there is a snow bunny crisis going on. I'm like, this nigga is a joke. he's a punchline. It's like it's the Dr. Umar that first came into game, and it's the Dr. Umar right now. The Dr. Umar right now is a punchline that's worried about other people's penises. He's down with OPP. Like, no, I mean, shoot. Say Ebo. I heard guys say it, and I thought guys know it makes sense now. Yeah, they always do streams. They always do streams. Yeah, it's just they find common ground. Like I would call myself like an outlier. I'm one of those Alabama guys that's an outlier. I'm not saying that makes me more cool or less cool. Um, but I would say this: I've gone from in my life, in the span of my life, I've gone from worrying about being cool to not giving a fuck. And, that could be to a fault. It could be. But, we're all from the same state doesn't mean we're the same people. But good luck to those guys' endeavors. You know, they say black men put white women on a pedestal. But all I hear guys say is what we actually do. Keisha's exaggerating about how good. Yeah, projection. And man say he's outlier. Man, I'm in California. Every brother I know got a white woman but me. Is Gavin Newsom really that bad? Like, from what I see, from what I've observed, like, I don't know if I would vote for Gavin Newsom if he ever became a presidential candidate. See, guys like Dr. Umar Johnson, Boyce Watkins, or pro black Simp shouldn't be taken seriously at all. Yet it matters how they put context, claiming that black men are dangerous to the black community. Yet, yeah, it's like when you got to flat out lie and say some extreme shit that has no basis. It's like the worse you talk about black men, the more in tune black women get to what the man is saying, and that really says a lot. It says more so focus on yourself and your personal growth, and the ones that'll come along with you, they'll those are the ones that, yeah, fuck those women. Like, put it down. There are some that are down. Oh, oh shit. I said some real shit too. I wish y'all could have heard that. So I'm gonna go through with it again. Shoot, I'll be fucking up the broadcast. Sorry, guys. See, guys like Dr. Umar, Boyce Watkins, and pro black simps shouldn't be taken seriously. Yeah, I agree they shouldn't be taken seriously. They should not be. They're just mild annoyances that they make for content. So to an extent they should be. Because they are impact to the social landscape. Look what Derrick Jackson did. He caused a ruckus. Oh, still no sound. Uh, shit, hold on 1 second. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. So did you hear that whole spiel about Dr. Umar, Boyce Watkins, pro black simps? Yeah, did y'all hear that whole thing? Because I'm not saying it again. Fuck all that. Uh yeah, but yeah, what I was saying was that Dr. Umar said that did y'all hear that part where I said that Dr. Umar was lying to a crowd of black women? Okay. Yeah, I hate that y'all didn't hear that. But hey, we'll do our best. Read what white women actually do. Oh yeah, Dr. Umar. I think he has stated that the reason why black men like white women because white women are willing to invest in a black man. Which I don't know. I just pretty much have always been taught that I had to get it on my own. You know, not to have to rely on other people. Of course, you're going to receive some help every now and again, but you're supposed to put yourself in a position to not, you know, want that. But if a person is willing to invest in you and you end up making it and, it's got many returns, then, who is there to say that, something like that is wrong? Ray Hummer, the Hummer Force was good. I would have to say, like, without being controlled by the woman, is that there's nothing wrong with working as a team with your woman. She basically should be reporting to you anyway. She and if a white woman is willing to do it for a guy that we punished as a people just for being somewhat different, for having his nose in books. A guy that figured out all that other bullshit will come later. He has to work now in order to make sure he positions himself to succeed. Brick Lady is back. Oh, okay, is she showing her booty or something like that? Because I mean, she need to do something because she's a trifling biatch. I know one of you out there.
Man, that's a female.
Did you ever cover that Derrick Jackson 3.0 bastard yet? Okay, there. Oh man, what simply stepped up now? You ain't talking about Teach 'em Chuck, are you? Brick Lady was on Anton's show. Oh God. Yeah, she full of it. Everybody knows she full of it. And she pulling that, why aren't black men protecting me bullshit again? I don't know. Maybe I should just watch more stuff. But I don't know about reacting to Anton Daniels content because I believe he flags other people's content. You know, I'm not getting flagged by Anton Daniels. Like I don't want to get flagged by anyone. That shit's ridiculous. But shit, I will watch it though. Shira 7 is exposing again. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, celebrity podcasts. I mean, exposed her enough. And, you know, I was one of the first ones to say that I didn't appreciate her, you know, outright just blaming black men for, you know, something that didn't happen. Like, if you get hit in the face with a brick, one of two things are going to happen. And the first one is you will die. The second one is you will be busted open, bleeding everywhere, laying on the ground. What happened? She turned Super Saiyan for 2 seconds and then, like, she caught the second half of the impact. What the fuck? Yeah, I can't get with Anton either. I saw a reaction to a show he did though. Oh, okay. I mean, he seems like he's somewhat of a successful brother. So, you know, my policy is cool. I want podcasts to make it. I want YouTube channels to make it. You know, I want black men to make it. Even though I can't stand some of these fuckers out here. Hey, if they get far in their social media path, you know, that Sub-Zero. So let me tell you something. Sub-Zero has every right to say what he wants to say. Every fucking right. But the arrogance of my people is you niggas are gonna have to learn how to take some kickback, some pushback. Because the douchebag in the image on the extreme right cannot take disagreement. He can't. And he throws a hissy fit every time somebody disagrees with him. I mean, it's not like somebody like Tariq. Tariq will hit you with facts and information. Luke is just, fuck you. You're bussy. I can't stand. You know, there are black women on the podcast that came into the Black Male podcast and she listened to She Was 7 to be manipulative on black men, but her audience was rooting for white men to manipulate, but she did it to and so and guess what? There's always a simp. There's all and then like for many of us men, there's always a way to turn a simp chip on. They will always be able to get that kind of attention. And it's a phenomenon. And I would say that it is a fixture of heterosexuality. Let me see. You know, I can't blame you guys out there for trying to get some draws or getting the draws or whatever. Can't blame you guys for that. Yeah. As I said, it's just for you guys that are just joining. Yes, I caught my daughter's cold, so if my voice sounds a little shaky and funny, that's why. Also, I took 2 of these to the head. Like I shot them down, I slammed them, I drank them. It's THC sodas. So just want you to understand the situation I'm in right now. Yeah. So yeah, and I've been up since 4 this morning. So yeah, but we're still here. I feel awesome. I feel awesome right now. And the holidays are coming up. Christmas is coming up and more money spent. I mean, you know, parents like I hate my parents ever told me there was a Santa Claus because the way I think about it now is I don't think that I should tell my daughter there is a Santa Claus, but I realized something the other day. My daughter does fully believe in Santa Claus and the whole little elf on the shelf game because we play that too. And it just yeah, she's into that. So I gotta figure out a way to get her out of it. Cause maybe I'll tell her next month. Caitlin, it's about time that I didn't mean to say that name on the air. I'm gonna have to cut it out. I know y'all ain't on that fuck shit, but yeah, but let me see. I am at a minute 24. So yeah. So next month I'm gonna tell my daughter, listen up. Uh there's no Santa Claus. But then I don't know. I just don't want to upset the balance. I just want to start, making sure she's gonna be on top of her shit, for the rest of her life. So, you know, this deranged ninja. Okay. This deranged ninja. Let me see who you're talking about, Ray. Yeah. Okay. So, oh God. He's 10 times worse than Derek Jackson. Okay, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this. Okay, so let me turn off the music. The music double plays. Share the screen. Okay, fair use. This is a O'Shea vid. All right, so all right, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh God, don't tell me an ad is coming up. No ad, please.
Men need to learn how to make love to their women without putting their hands on them. True masculinity isn't yelling and demanding. True masculinity is surrendering your ego and your pride. Brother, if you know your woman is working all day in your home, stop waiting until she gets home and she cooks to serve you. Make sure you got something healthy prepared for her that's connecting with your woman at an emotional level. This is what I call making love to every ounce of your woman without putting any hands on her.
Uh, like seriously, man, man. Oh my God! Like I'm not. Shit. It's like I would be laughing like really hard, but like I said, I'm a little sick, so it's I don't know what the fuck he's doing right there. This look like some cashews and some chocolate milk or some shit. I don't. What the fuck is this? Who is this guy?
When you connect to a woman emotionally, you're connecting to her spiritually, you're connecting to her mentally. So when you do connect to her physically, you guys are going to a whole nother world. Make love to the emotions of your woman, make love to the mind.
Okay, men and women aren't the same. I know there are some guys out there that looks disgusting. It's probably healthy as fuck too. He looked like he know what he doing. I mean, but let that guy let that guy cook, man. Let him make his money. Shit. Another grifter that all he is jacked apart is how these chicks and sim eat. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Because when you look in the comment sections of the videos of guys like this, you will always see a few big back women talking about some these men in the comment section. Oh my God. And it'd be like one comment. Why are they so mad? Like the dude, like Here's an arrogance. Here's the arrogance of our people to believe that when we disagree, we believe the person that disagree with us is mad or angry or somehow triggered to the max and punch in the air. It's ridiculous.
Of your woman. And if you know you got a good woman that's working extremely hard, don't wait until she gets home to cook. Make sure you have prepared something for her. So
Is he playing Silk in the background? Or something like that. That's some smooth ass music. I gotta give it to him.
as soon as she walks to the door, baby, sit down. Let me rub your feet. I cook something special. She's like, what? Yes, baby.
I don't do none of that shit. I mean, I cook, but you know, to let me rub your feet and all that. No, dude, she worked from home. Like, shut up. You've been gone all day. You've been working all day. Me too. Shit. And I still cook and clean. Me and her. Like these people don't have it figured out. What they're doing is pandering to a group of people who don't have a person to do this for. I'm not willing to submit. I mean, for real, you can eat that. That's the crowd he's making this shit for.
I cook something special for you, baby. I want you to know I love you. I love you from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. You are my full-blown responsibility.
My wife would call me corny if I came at her like that. This is nothing she's waiting on me to do. And I'm okay with that. I will live. She will live.
True masculinity is being able to understand the femininity within a woman. That's the divineness. We
No.
surrender to that while she surrenders to us. It's a submission. I submit to you, you submit to me.
Why? Because Yada Awakening. Oh God. I've heard this man's name before. Yada Awakening, but I ain't know it was like this. Jeez. See, I don't be fucking with other folks like that. This is why I don't fuck with other people like that. Because like you know, like I have certain people I watch on YouTube, but inside these circles, I guess that's what people like Ray is for, to inform me that this is some really laughable shit. Oh yeah, I know how to cook too. I'm gonna probably the next time I smoke a brisket, I'm gonna make a video then, and I probably do a little spoof video. Like, man, let her know you love her by, you know, cooking her a man's meal, brisket and mac and cheese. Like, holy shit. Yeah. I mean, like, take notes, fellas. No, I'm just playing. And, you know, retain your self respect, everyone. Yada is actually worse. What up, Chaos Rain? He said Yada is actually worse. Yeah. Oh God, that was hilarious. Thank you. And I mean, I wanted to bet he's popular too. He's probably popular too. He probably earned a big following in a short amount of time because he makes his bullshit believable. All you gotta do is pander a little bit. See, me, I would have never come up to YouTube like this. I would have, or any social media platform, because I'm not built like that. I don't know. I do have a little bit of arrogance, but I have enough humility to kind of balance that shit out. These people don't have humility. How dare a prominent black man wag the finger at black men talking about what we should do with our vote? How dare you? These niggas. Gregory Scotland, what's going on? So you should have heard the ending. Like what? The O'Shea's ending or what? Oh God, he's still at it. Let me see. I gotta. Let me fast forward. Let's see. Oh, okay, let me share the screen again. Come on, Bar, get out the way. Get out the way. There you go.
The woman is portraying, and so that's what's going on. But okay, what I will also say is that is true. That again, I think this is just for clicks and views and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree with
All
that.
praises due. All praises due.
He's a very beautiful wife. I think he was a guy that went viral for saying that he gives his wife $250,000 a year as an allowance. So,
Oh shit, that'll hook in any woman right there. That might be capped though. You're giving her $250,000 a year, and that might be a little inflated. Maybe he makes $250,000 a year, whatever his profession is, unless the grift is paying him that much. And shit, if that's the case, I guess I'm in the wrong field of YouTube. I need to be trying to do some shit like this too. Like, wow. Man, my wife ain't getting $250,000. We a team. Like, oh, he one of them guilty simps because I mean, like some of the most potent simps that the sisterhood loves, they always got some abuse shit in their background. Like, the infamous legend of the guy who put his pregnant girlfriend in a headlock and he became a real huge simp on Facebook. Y'all say men bring in debt. Okay. All right. Oh, that guy, I heard of him already. Anton Daniels cooked him during the debate. That dude didn't have a chance. They usually don't. They usually don't. Yo. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. I think I'm finna get out of here. Finna get out of here. Shoot. Y'all have had a DV pass. Like I said, they usually do, man. They usually do. Like if somebody's simping real hard, I mean like simping real hard, like to the point where it's toxic or such, like that's the nigga to look out for. I would never want my daughter to end up with a guy like that. I mean, she could benefit from being under a man's protection, like absolutely, but it has to be actual protection. It can't be that bullshit. I'd rather her not end up with a simp. And then like I know somebody out there is like, oh man, you don't want your daughter to be loved by a man. No, simp doesn't equate to love. Simping does not equate to love. Simping is disingenuous. It's very disingenuous. Now, whoever Yada's woman is, I'm sure they have a history outside of the hustle. So and men are nothing without women. Yada meanwhile men build the infrastructure that women walk in. Yeah. Men are inventors. Men are builders. Oh, and there's that word build because supposedly black men don't build nothing. We don't build nothing. And O'Shea said that in the past. Black men don't build nothing. I wouldn't build nothing for you niggas either. Simps are dangerous. They eventually go haywire and crash out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The simp chip. That simp chip just lose fucking control. So Shoot. So, all right. And maybe that's it. Maybe it is a simp chip. Maybe it's mama. Maybe it's whoever. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't fucking know. But here's my thing forever and ever. If you say stuff about black men, there should always be a black man there to answer. I mean, and when I say stuff about black men, I'm like negative things that deserve pushback. And I don't care who you are as a content creator. I don't care who you are as a person. How are we going to grow if we can't discuss things? How are we going to grow if we're always going to show arrogance toward each other and act like, the other ain't shit? Watch out for King Kunta. Black men don't build is a YouTube exaggeration. It's a Facebook exaggeration too. It was a talk show exaggeration. Black men built schools all around. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we did. We built schools. We used to build hospitals. You know what happened to all the hospitals? We wanted to go to the white ones. So, but anyway. Like I said, I'm finna get it up out of here. I appreciate all y'all coming in. I gotta get some rest. And I gotta bring y'all another show tomorrow. I'm probably gonna end up talking about that Daniel Penny thing. I'm just gonna give y'all a sneak preview. Whatever you feel about the Daniel Penny situation, he doesn't deserve your grace. I ain't saying he doesn't deserve it. It's like, that's exactly what I'm saying. He doesn't deserve your grace, and to go out your way and give him grace and call him a hero, I don't know why you would do that. A hero, a guy that snuck up behind somebody and choked them out, for real? That's a hero. See, that's that super predator nonsense. But Jordan Neely has a criminal history, so that's what they bring up every time one of them end up dead. So, probably a little bit more extensive tomorrow night if I can muster up the energy. So, but anyway, watch out for King Kunta and Hammer. I'll call homeboy Trump to deport these suckers. No, call Todd Holman. That motherfucker is serious. So, anyway, that's it. I've had enough. Thank you for the super chats, Detroit 313, and thank you guys for being in the live chat tonight, moderators, members, and last but definitely not least, long live the habitual line steppers. And when you don't give up, you will win. Tom Holman, ICE, yeah, ICE, yeah. Speaking of ICE, I saw a clip of Kamala Harris. She was questioning, I forgot who she was questioning, but I think it was a director of ICE. And she was like, I wish I had the name. I hate to say that shit, but it was basically, she was trying to compare ICE to the KKK, and there's no comparison. And she was using the word like the KKK was a terroristic threat. And the KKK hasn't been classified in the U.S. government yet as a terrorist group. So, who knows what she was talking about? She didn't know what she was talking about back then, but now there's a need for ICE more than ever now. Y'all hear about the little girl, illegal immigrant killed. Like, it was like 2:45 in the morning. I think it was in Texas. I think her name was Ivory Smith. The little girl was 7 years old. Her mother and her were, I guess, driving at 2:45 in the morning. And while crossing the intersection, they got T-boned by a drunk immigrant. And it killed the little girl, and the mother is intensive care right now. The question is, no one asks how Jordan Neely became homeless in the first place. Yeah, there's no serious approach in the black community, especially for black men, on treatment for mental illness. Why was Jordan Neely out there anyway, screaming and hollering? I've seen some homeless people act crazy, and I never had the inclination to sneak behind them and put them in a chokehold. His family should have been there for him. Absolutely no comparison. Yep. All right. Well, I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, the KKK and ICE, no comparison at all. But I'm finna get out of here. Long live the habitual line steppers. Don't give up. Win, black man. Win. I will see y'all on the next go round. Peace.